Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thanks so much for being here with me today. I have been meaning to get around to this story, but you know what? It just seems like there's always so much to talk about. So I have a question for you. Should I upload my videos every day? Because it just seems like there's just so much coming out. And I'm also not finding the time for my other royal history videos. I'm being consumed by this drama. And your input would be greatly appreciated. So we're going to get around to this video I've been meaning to get out for a while now. Finally going to get to it. Yes, Meghan is nervous. The girl has got some issues because she knows it's on like Donkey Kong when this documentary comes out, and she's not happy. She's not happy, folks, and I'm telling you right now, the girl is sweating some bullets. She's sweating bullets, y'all. We're going to talk about it. Let's get into it. First, I want to talk about this thing with Nicki Minaj. Did you hear that Nicki Minaj did this tribute to Princess Diana? And I just got to look at this story for you all real quick because I thought it was really interesting because personally, this is something I would have done. I certainly would have done this considering my admiration for Princess Diana. And you know what I find so fascinating is once I started this channel and started talking about Diana, when I started talking about Diana, I tell you, I could not believe the backlash that people gave me about Diana and saying, well, she wasn't all that. I have never been so outraged and so appalled in my life. I was like, really? My Diana? I've lived in a bubble of an Americanism, okay? And I've never heard this outrage before. And, you know, some of you know I lived in England, too, for a little bit. And I was actually living in England when Diana passed away. And I just never knew there were people that weren't fans. So this was really shocking to me. I finally just, okay, some people just didn't like her. Okay, whatever. I loved Diana. Loved her. And so did America.
Wings. It always reminds me of a dear friend of mine, she's not here anymore, but the Princess of Wales. Let's have a moment of silence for her. Yes, okay.
And so Nicki Minaj, she holds this moment of silence for dear friend Princess Diana in Birmingham. So she was asked during her concert in Birmingham for a moment of silence for her dear friend. And midway through the show, she spoke to a member of the audience who told her they were from Wales. And putting on a British accent, because Nicki Minaj, she does a really, really good British accent. She's it's quite lovely. It's quite lovely. I know I can say it's quite lovely because whenever I was in England, everything was quite lovely. It's quite lovely. After the crowd cheered, Nicki added, let's have a moment of silence for her. Nicki Minaj appeared on a remix of fellow rapper Ice Spice's single Princess Diana, a song which includes the lyric, when we come out, it looked like Princess Diana on the street. That's my version of a rap. Okay. The remix was a top 5 hit on the Billboard Hot 100. Now, earlier in the day, Nicki had apologized to fans and announced a new date for her show at Manchester because she was arrested at the Schiphol airport in Amsterdam. It forced the arena to cancel the concert. And she had been scheduled to appear. I guess they arrested her for some drug possession. She did make an announcement that she was going to be appearing on June 3rd in Manchester and promised the show would be really special. So, she going to turn it up because of what happened to her. But I thought that was really nice that she did that because I think, she and I, in terms of our love for Diana, recognize Diana was a very special woman. And I miss her terribly. I really do. Okay, so with that in mind, show how Harry and Meghan will feel about this bombshell documentary coming out. This is a German woman who has produced many documentaries, controversial documentaries. This documentary is not going to be welcomed by Harry and Meghan. Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, this is going to be on the end of a documentary that they have no control over. And we know how much Harry and Meghan want to control the narrative. They want to make it very much something that they are in control of, over. And this is why they don't get the projects that they currently have done that have failed, that are not around the royals. It's because they want to be in control. And they're no talent but have themselves, can't do anything right, and they don't want to listen to people. This is why everything that they do bombs and fails, because they don't have a creative bone in their bodies. And they want to take control over everything. Well, this is the one thing they are not going to have control over. And I don't know about you, but when it comes to being a German, you are very thorough. Okay, I lived in Germany. I know how the German people are. They are very meticulous and they know what they are doing when it comes around getting information. And this woman, Ulrike, she is a seasoned royal journalist that knows what she is doing. And she is going to be going over to Montecito doing this show and then covering all this information from the time Meghan came onto the scene pre-Harry until she met Harry, and the things that happened in between as an actress living in California with your ambition and trying to get ahead and to get your celebrity and to get your high profile on. She has done a lot of things that people don't know about. This is why she doesn't want her family with her dad around. This is why they were not at the wedding, because she does not want things uncovered that will give her away. So there is a something there. There is a there, folks. This is why people don't understand. Why is Meghan treating her father like this? Why is she not friends with the people that were in her life prior? It's because there is so much salacious information and things that she has done. She does not want to be outed. There's a lot of things that she does not want to come out. And it is going to come out. This journalist is going to uncover a lot of things from a lot of people that Meghan has made very upset, because they don't understand, why are you behaving this way? And so she's got something that is hanging over her head. Harry knows it, and they're afraid. They are afraid. Meghan is definitely concerned, because I can think about a few things. The life I've lived. The things that have just vicariously come your way as an ambitious actress. And you're like, oh, I hope that don't come out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no. We can't let that come out. That's going to the grave. Okay, that's going to the grave. Well, Meghan, it's not going to the grave with you, girl, because it's getting ready to come out. Miss Grunwald is coming after you. She's searching, she's digging, she's plotting, and she's uncovering researched information that is underground. Underground. Okay? There's a lot to be worried about, Miss Meghan Markle. Unfortunately for her. I mean, I'm just reporting the information that I'm reading. I'm not making this up. So, Grunwald's previous work includes documentaries, Princess Diana's Dangerous Legacy, which I cannot find. I'm trying to find what was her dangerous legacy. I would like to know. The Queen and the Power of Images, and The Secret of the Windsors. Things that I can't find. So if you can help a sister girl kind of get access, that would be lovely. Lovely. Okay, the reporter has been working on Germany's Heute Journal program since 1987, when I graduated high school, so for a long time. And she's encountered the Sussexes when they were in Dusseldorf last year during the Invictus Games. Now, if I were Meghan, I would be so nervous that a German a seasoned royal journalist is coming after my past. I'd be sweating bullets, I'd just be sweating all day. This is like, oh my goodness, when is it coming? The lady's digging up my past. I can't take it. I thought I had this all covered when I disowned my family, when I disowned my past friends, but now the woman's coming for me. She's coming. What's she gonna do? You just sit there and be nervous. Just be nervous. It's like, okay. Get your fan, Meghan Markle, girl. Get your fan. Because you're going to be sweating a lot. Woof. I just don't want this stuff coming out. I thought I had this covered and taken care of when I didn't invite anybody to my wedding. I thought I had it covered. Woo, yeah, it's going to be a tough one for you, Meghan Markle. But anyway, maybe it might be good for you to finally get those demons out your closet and to address the things that you've been trying to cover up. Maybe it's a good thing. You know, just look for the good in these moments. And allegedly, this is going to expose Meghan's very colorful life before Harry. And that's a lot of color, y'all. Colors you probably just haven't seen before. A lot of color. Meghan's colorful life before marrying Harry is set to be under the microscope in an explosive new documentary on the Sussexes set to air across Europe. Now, an upcoming documentary by this seasoned royal reporter Ulrike Grunwald will reportedly reveal bombshells about Meghan's life prior to marrying Harry in 2018. This reporter and her team have they've traveled from Europe all the way to Montecito to speak to Harry and Meghan's neighbors and to get the inside glimpse into their private lives. Possible interviews are going to be with the elderly neighbor, Frank McGinnity, who has publicly slammed the couple. And I remember doing a story on this because they were very unneighborly to this man after they rebuffed his attempts at friendship and left him standing at the front gate. The man was trying to welcome them, like, welcome to the neighborhood, welcome, and they just smacked it down. Like, I don't want to know you, and all they did was create an enemy. And so this is one of the possible interviews that they're going to have to talk about maybe their lives as neighbors. The insider also reveals that they're probably worried about the possibility of embarrassing information about Meghan's former life coming to light in the documentary. There are many things that both of them, especially Meghan, don't necessarily want in the public domain. And we know there's the information there. We know there's a there because of how Meghan has tried to diss people in her past who could just uncover these things. And she thinks by being mean to people and not talking to them, disassociating with your half siblings who know you, disassociating yourself with your ailing father who really knows you, is going to help keep things underground. Now, we know a lot of things have come to light, but there are things that this reporter is going to uncover. There are no secrets that they both have led very colorful lives before they met each other. And Harry has spoken about a lot of mistakes in his book. And there are still things about Meghan that we don't know. Oh yes, there are a lot of things that we don't know. We do know that Meghan, even when it comes around her pregnancies and her children, there are things that we know that, for example, she had her eggs frozen. Okay, this is a woman who definitely was very calculating in her future. She wanted to do things in a certain kind of way to protect it. And when a person is that meticulous about plotting and planning and I'm gonna do this, and we know about the vision boarding to get Harry via Meghan Kelly who spoke about this.
Wait, it's not for nothing, Dan, but I have it on very good authority now that she had a whole vision board of her life with the royal family and of the royal family themselves and Prince Harry when she was married to husband number one. Happened to have a good source on that. That's the woman, the global icon.
There are things about her whole meeting of Harry that has not been uncovered. Okay, so these little facts have come to light via the interviews that we have heard from the people that have known Meghan in her past, that there's something there to also be uncovered. There's a lot. There's so much nefarious behavior, the way Meghan has acted when she was in the royal family, that needs to still be uncovered, that will be uncovered by this journalist, I believe. We know that her ex-husband, Trevor Ingleson, she split from him 2 years later and finalized her divorce from him in 2014 under irreconcilable differences. And then we know she was with this chef, Corey, who we believe she was still dating Corey when she met Harry. The woman has done some nefarious things. We know Trevor has never spoken out about his time with Meghan. There were reports that he was writing a book, and I believe he is going to be a source. I do. I believe he is going to be a source for this documentary. That's just my opinion, because I think when you have that much information in your past, you've never spoken out. Perhaps you don't want to speak out yourself, but you could be an anonymous source, and I believe he will be. Just me kind of filling in some blanks, because why would you want to just hold all that in? You got to let it out, because it can eat away at you. And I think Trevor's the kind of person, because he is a filmmaker, wants to get that story out, if you know what I'm saying. They're also reportedly concerned that the new information may come to light about their estrangement from the monarchy, in particular their rift with the Prince and Princess of Wales. So more information about what really happened with Catherine and William. I think there's a lot of details that Harry skated around, but the truth is out there. It could also delve deeper into her fallout with Kate and challenge the Sussexes camp narrative that it was all Kate's fault. I think that information has yet to come out. The source also claimed that the Sussexes' wedded bliss could be ruined if the documentary reveals unflattering details about Meghan's past. And we do know that this professional photographer that came out with information about what happened that day, like slowly bits and pieces are starting to be unraveled about everything. And I think it's contributed to the information that we do have, but then the more details behind all of this information that is going to be uncovered by this woman. This very, very well seasoned journalist around royalty is going to uncover a lot of things that Harry and Meghan are just not happy about. They are now desperate to leave everything in the past as they want to start a fresh start. And I think Harry will fear that their new happiness could be ruined if Meghan's past is investigated. Because I think Harry is still on this, I don't want to know. Oh, I don't want to know. Oh my God, did she do that? Oh my God, I don't want to know. And then, you know, he hears it, but he wants to be in denial. I don't want to know. My wife doesn't know who I was before she married me. She doesn't know who I was. Yes, she does. Harry, you just don't want to look. But this woman going to make you open your eyeballs and see the reality of who this woman is that you actually married. And another thing that I want to know is, how is it that Meghan was friends with Eugenie before meeting Harry, but didn't know who Harry was? Like, if that ain't not a lie, I don't know what is. I mean, that's a lie. That's a lie. She knew who Harry was because she was friends with Eugenie. Can someone please tell me, how did Meghan really know Eugenie? How did she meet Eugenie? What was her relationship with Eugenie prior to meeting Harry? How could you not know who Harry was, but know Harry's first cousin who was close to Harry? And you're friends with the cousin, but you don't know Harry? Like, that don't even make sense. It does not make sense. So all I have to say is, I cannot wait for this documentary to come out. And I know Meghan and Harry, as happy as you want to claim you are and everything is all good at Montecito, no, it ain't. You over there sweating bullets. I just know it.